That red tape behind you.
I know it. Watching I scooted way down, you know.
Good morning. Good to see everybody. We'll go ahead and get started. I was sorry, I was looking at that clock instead of my watch, and it was a little bit off. But we'll call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the June 2nd, 2020 MPO Policy Board meeting.
So moved.
Have a motion, we have a second? Have a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Likewise, any opposed? Motion carries. All right, the third item on the agenda is open public comment period for the final 2021 Unified Planning Work Program. Do we need a motion for that? I don't know if that's how this works or not. Do we need a motion for the public?
No.
Okay.
We won't need.
Anybody like to come forward and speak on the Unified Planning Work Program? All right, we'll move on. Item number 4, adopt resolution 2027 to approve the final 2021 Unified Planning Work Program for the Decatur area MPO. A motion? Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. Motion carries. Item 5, adopt resolution 2028 approving the system performance measures, PM3 targets. Do you need to discuss that?
Yeah, I'll discuss it a little bit. These, if you remember back, since the transportation bill was approved by Congress in 2015, we've had to go in and do what we call performance measures. There's a PM1, PM2, PM3. These have to deal with bridges, roadways, resurfacing, basically safety, transit. And these that are before you today are basically the PM3 target adjustments that ALDOT come up with for the 4-year adjustments. Back probably about 2 years ago, the MPO, this body passed a resolution basically supporting the performance measures that ALDOT would create. It was easier for the MPO to do that because all these performance measures are data driven. We as a MPO or you as a town, city, or county do not have all that data for us to do the performance measures and do them accurately. So we adopted the state's performance measures along with, I think, every other MPO in the state of Alabama did that. These performance measures have been looked at by ALDOT in Montgomery, and they've been adjusted to better reflect what's going on across the state on person miles traveled on the interstate and non-interstate, and truck travel time reliability index. The state had a consultant working on these. We've been involved in that also. We've had probably 2 or 3 meetings. We just had a meeting about a little bit over a month ago on Zoom with the same bunch that are doing these numbers for the states, and they have been adjusted. And basically today, they're just presented to y'all to approve. There is a comment period out on these numbers right now, but that comment period ends October the 1st. Don't think the numbers will change. If they do, we'll bring them back to you. But for right now, these are the numbers. We shouldn't have to approve these PM3 for a while because they go. They're usually 4-year numbers.
Okay, all right. So we have a motion to approve resolution 2028. Motion, we have a second? All right. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, adopt resolution 2029 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to include the following project. An advanced corridor management TSMO on I-65 from State Road 67 to State Road 3, which is US Highway 31.
I'm going to refer. I think Curtis can probably explain what they're going to do out there a little better than I can. So,
Yes, TSMO stands for Transportation System Management Operations. This is just part of our process of upgrading our cameras and IT technology along certain borders. We have a traffic management center now located in Huntsville at the University of Alabama in Huntsville. We can monitor traffic through the use of these cameras and different devices. And hopefully we can get some message boards installed and some more of this high-tech equipment so that we can monitor traffic, and when there are accidents or delays, we can reroute traffic to other routes. It's just a method of improving traffic flow. A lot of larger cities have a lot of this now. We have cameras up in places now. This is just an upgrade to our system.
All right. We have a motion to approve Resolution 2029. Got a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion?
First, I know you get a lot of folks think that putting these cameras up, so eventually they'll start patrolling, but speed and all that, but this is never. I know that question comes up a lot.
Yeah, Alabama law does not allow cameras to be used as
Oh, wow.
That's never been our intention.
I think it's great, but I just know that's not people, well, they just eventually gonna start writing stickers. I'm sure you probably hear that every now and then, I heard it, but I'm good with it. I think it's great.
Hey, more information you have, the better off you are. So, let's see. We didn't vote, did we? I'm sorry. I lost track. We had a motion, second, no discussion. All in favor of approving measure, adopt Resolution 2029? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7, adopt Resolution 2030 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to include the following project: resurfacing US Highway 31 from south of State Road 67 to the Tennessee River Bridge.
This is a resurfacing project on 6th Avenue from the bridges, all the way down from the Tennessee River Bridge to, south of State Route 67 or the belt line. So that should be sometime this spring, should be lit sometime this spring. So, it's a needed project.
We have a motion for Resolution 2030.
So moved.
We have a second. All right, any discussion? My only thing is, where we see at 6, so they're not closing all 3 of your railroad crossings at pavement at the same time. And then have a wreck right in the middle of it. I'm not talking about anybody particular, but anyway, it's all good. Hey, I'm just proud it's getting done. Let's see. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, adopt Resolution 2031 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to include the following project: resurfacing on US 31 from, how'd you say that? Axon Drive to 0.12 miles south of State Road 67.
This is another resurfacing project on 6th Avenue or US 31, taking it on the south side of the belt line.
Okay. I was gonna say Atkinson, but I had.
Well, I looked it up because I thought it was Ackerson too, but it's actually, when you look it up, that's the way it's spelled.
All right. Motion to approve Resolution 2031. Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 9, adopt Resolution 2032 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to include the following project: bridge replacement, I don't know how you pronounce that, BINS 006153 and 001391 on State Road, or US Highway 31 over Norfolk Southern Railroad.
We had already done it.
We did do the PE at the last meeting, preliminary engineering. This is basically the right-of-way and utilities that go along with that preliminary engineering. You don't know where the project is. It's actually the bridges, north of River in Limestone County up between the interchange and Calhoun. It's the bridge is going to be replaced. We have not added to construction yet, so I expect that in the near future being on the MPO agenda.
All right. We have a motion to adopt resolution 2032. All right. Second, okay, all right. Any discussion?
So, the project duration, I guess what I'm thinking is with Boston Toyota coming in and then some of the tier suppliers, we're going to see additional traffic there, and then of course we got the violation section. Is there a timeline that's set?
We do not have a timeline set as far as construction. We will once we get going.
They're gonna be replaced.
We're replacing overbridges there. Back, in the past, we had a project to replace one of the bridges. Got hit with a lot of railroad because anything structures that come with these lines, we still. But once we get further into the design, we'll have to.
We didn't vote on that yet.
Toyota Boston traffic, that's,
I lose track of it.
Yeah, I do too.
Rail's their primary method for getting product out, isn't it?
I think we're all the cars out for rail, what they're saying.
Fine.
Understanding all the cars are gonna be for rail.
Okay, thank you.
All right, do we have, let's see, we had a motion, a second. All in favor of adopting resolution 2032? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 10, adopt resolution 2033 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to include the following projects: safety improvements on US 31 at Red Bank Road in the city of Decatur.
This is adding a preliminary engineering element to the Red Bank Road project. It's $20,000 of state funds. That project is underway. I think you signed the agreement last week, I think, and it's going to Mr. Vincent for his signature. I guess there was some funds added, if you wanna explain that. Besides on the construction side, we had 200,000, we have some more now.
Just very thankful for that, helping us be able to move forward with the project and improve the safety conditions at that intersection.
All right, we have a motion to approve resolution 2033. A motion, we have a second? Have a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 11, adopt resolution 2034 to amend the FY 2020-2023 Transportation Improvement Program to include the following projects: Section 5307, Transit Cares Act, North Central Alabama Regional Council of Governments, capital support equipment.
Okay, the next four resolutions are all CARES Act on
Okay.
transit. If you want to do them individually, or we could do them as a group, I can explain them.
Okay, if you want to explain them, and then we can do a motion to approve.
All four.
Huh?
Bring in
Yeah, there's
12, 13.
Yeah, there's four of them. Basically, as you know, Congress approved the CARES Act back in the spring to help with the virus, and some of that money was dedicated towards transit services. That's what these next four resolutions are. It goes to the Norfolk Transit Agency. 2034 is basically a 5307 capital support grant. Resolution 2035 is for maintenance through that program. 2036 is a capital rolling stock, which they purchased 2 minivans. And 2037 is a maintenance, well, not a maintenance, it's an operating project, which is the largest one at $755,000. This program, as far as I can see, did not require a local match. And it was all over the United States, transit agencies got money. So this helped them. I think from the documentation I got, I think it was awarded in June. So it kind of worked kind of like a grant, except it's a little bit different. But these four go hand in hand under the 5307 program.
All right. So do we have a motion to approve resolution 2034, 35, 36, and 37? All right, have a second? We got both? All right, any discussion? All in favor of approving those four resolutions? And that I didn't have to read them all? All right, let's see. Item number 15, adopt resolution 2038 to amend the FY 2023 Transportation Improvement Program to decrease the cost on the following project. Resurfacing on North Seneca Drive from Old Highway 24 to US 72, including the Norfolk Southern Railroad crossing.
Yes, this project is actually a MPO project, and if you remember, we went in and did a resolution at probably the last MPO meeting where the cost or the estimates increased. So now the bid has come in and the project actually decreased. Garver is working on that project, and I think you said it bid, or Allen, for 376.
376,105.
So when you add that 376,105 and you add the CE&I and the admin costs from MalDOT, you're gonna be looking right at that 490,000. So I think it's within budget on these numbers. So, town of Trinity is good with that. They're good with their match, so we move forward.
We have a motion to approve? Have a second? All right, have a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is new business.
We don't have any, not unless somebody else has some.
Anybody have anything they want to?
I just want to give recognition to Washington County Commission Chairman Bailey for being here today. It's been a while since I've seen someone from Washington County in our meeting, but good to have Chairman.
Thanks, sir. All right. Would anyone from AlDOT like to speak? Updates?
I'll let Mr. T give an update on the project.
Actually, we have three active MPO projects. Of course, the one we just voted on is North Seneca Drive. Those bids were opened back at the end of August. Apparently, there was reconstruction, and that bid was a little over $376,000. The next one we have is the intersection of Long Bridge Road and US 31 in Hartsville. That's an intersection improvement project. Design, he has been authorized, and design should start just within the next couple of weeks. It's scheduled for construction in fiscal year 2021. And then the last one is a bridge replacement approaches on West Morgan Road over Baker's Creek. That's one that P has been authorized on. The county is doing the plans in-house. Quickly approaching right-of-way authorization. This construction also will be in 2021. As far as state projects go, I know every time I have to mention I-565 construction, it's moving along real well. Reconstruction was a successful bidder, for about a little over $14 million. One that's going on right now in Hartsville is State Road 36, which started at US 31, goes out I-65. Whitaker is the contractor that received the bid, and it was right at $900,000. Another one that was awarded in Morgan County, just right outside of Hartsville, or in Hartsville, was US 31 from 36 down to the Flint Creek Bridges. It also was awarded to Whitaker Contracting. It had a bid price of about $1.7 million. Bridge project that we mentioned earlier, US 31 over Norfolk Southern Railroad, Mr. Benson had indicated that previously this project was quite an old project. At first, they wanted us to span 2 tracks, which now there's only 1 track. For future development, they wanted us to span 2 tracks. Well, now that we've gone back to them, reactivated this project again, and now they want us to span 3 tracks. It's one of the issues that's still outstanding. Anyway, that's the one that we are working on right now. And it's the other one we have is one that's underway underway. It's a bridge replacement on US 31 south of Cedar Creek. It was awarded to Miller and Miller Construction for just a little over $3 million. For what we got going on in the area, I'll be glad to try to answer any questions if you have them.
I don't have a question, but I just appreciate what you all are doing. I mean, we got so many projects going, I mean, it's just kind of unheard of to have this much going on at one time. And I just appreciate it, we see improvements all over the county, and we really appreciate the effort y'all putting in Morgan County, Decatur, Trinity, Hartsville, and the whole county is benefiting. There's so many projects going on like this. We're glad to have you on board. Anything we can do to help you, don't hesitate to reach out. We appreciate you.
Tells me that all the time, it says it doesn't cost money.
I'm like Chairman Long, I hate to be repetitive, I don't think out what you do, you know, right here in this part of the state, we're growing faster than anywhere, you know, and it's a lot of, you know, outdoor projects going on in this area, and, you know, us, Morgan, Line, Madison, everybody has a lot of projects going on, and we want to thank y'all, you know, what y'all do for us.
I
A lot of
agree.
projects we wouldn't get on if it wasn't for y'all.
I just wanted to give you a hard time about CSX.
It's fine.
You know, don't feel bad, we get to see us, like, redoing all the cross tracks that we have, you know, they go through the middle of our county, and I've had 3 phone calls this morning, you know, and they were all from council agents, you know, how do we get around with wheels on wheels, you know, they've got every track for them downtown, there, I mean, it's a,
And there's a way. Yeah, they'll
Oh,
figure it out. We're just glad to see all the projects going on. I mean, I'm very happy to see it going on.
good thing to have the problem.
It is. Well, you know, the folks that complain about the rough roads now complain about the, detours, so
We've
it's.
actually, every time you pave a road, they'll come back, they'll complain, we'll put speed bumps in, and, you know, so, you know, that'll slow them down, how'd you get it fixed, you know, so.
Hey, it's all good. Hey, it's not a problem, it's progress. That's what somebody told me this morning. That's the way I'm gonna look at it, so, anyway. Anybody, anything else you need to?
Yeah, I got an update too.
Okay.
So the MPO, as you know, every 4 years, we have to do a long-range transportation plan. And it's time for us to do the draft. We've been working on it. We've actually just finished validating the travel demand model this past week. As I said in the last meeting, that thing's kind of, it's a challenge sometimes to get traffic on the roads that it's supposed to be on, but we did. We're hitting all the marks that the Federal Highway Administration puts out for us on different road types, and we're way below all of them numbers. So we should have that 2015 model validated. Well, it's pretty much validated now. Now the next phase is we're redoing the document from 2015. We're redoing it. A lot of the projects that we had in the last long-range transportation plan are still in there because they're big projects, and money is slowed down. So what we're thinking about doing is, since we're updating this plan, we're gonna come around to each one of y'all like we did last time and sit down and say, hey, is these projects still relevant? What do you think? And just take a look at them. We're hoping to have a draft document to y'all by October 1st, first week or so of October. And then it has to stay out for 30 days, public involvement, and then hopefully come back and do a final sometime in November, the first week or so. We got behind just a little bit with the virus, which is fine. Everybody in the state's behind, all the MPOs are. We're one of only 3 MPOs in the state that does everything in-house. So we do the travel demand model, we do all of it in-house. A lot of them hire consultants to do it, and I know some of the smaller areas paying $100,000, $125,000, $130,000 to do this. We do it all in-house. But from my standpoint, I would rather do it in-house because I know what's there. We did it, since I've been over here, we've never hired a consultant to do long-range plan. Now, we hire consultants to do other things, which, as I told Scott earlier, Garver doesn't have the expertise here to do the travel demand model. So there's only a handful of consultants that can do the demand model. So, it's not a knock to consultants, but a lot of times you hire a consultant from out of state, they come in here and they just boom and they're gone. They don't really look at the data to see what's in there. And, but we do it all in-house. So we're looking at that, and, hopefully, first week or so in October, we can come back and say, okay, here's the plan. Then we can go to public involvement and get the final done. But, I would rather come and meet with y'all individual to see what y'all's needs and what y'all's projects is, and I've done that ever since I've been over here. But, if you get a phone call from me, just, say, hey, just, set up a meeting, and then I'll come down. I'll wear a mask too, so. But, other than that, oh, one more thing. Garver is doing our intersection study, and I know we had a meeting, not long ago, and we decided to, carry that intersection study into fiscal year 2021. So hopefully in November, they'll wrap that study up. They was actually waiting on us to get the travel demand model done. We're almost done with that. And, we can wrap that study up. But we are carrying it over and, into 2021. But they've done a good job, and, I think we'll have a good product once we get the, end results on that.
Anybody else have anything they want to bring before the body? All right. Motion to adjourn? Any opposed? Thank you.
You got them minutes?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I signed them.